Jenny took 4 hours to paint a room. Bala took 5 hours to paint the same room. So at this rate, how long would it take if they paint such a room together? This question is about rate, right? So if we're doing a question on rate, let's find the rate of work done by Jenny and Bala. So for Jenny, rate is work done per unit time, right? So in this case, the time is 1 hour. So Jenny per hour, 1 hour, how much can she paint? Instead of painting the whole room, which she'll have to take 4 hours for, if she's only given 1 hour, she will actually paint 1/4 of the room. So for Bala, if he has to take 5 hours to paint the whole room, right? In 1 hour, he can only paint 1/5 of the room. Okay, so that is their rates. Now they both paint together. So we'll combine the rate. Okay, so together in 1 hour, they can complete 1/5 and 1/4. So together they can complete 9/20 of the room. So how long will they take? So this is just 1 hour, right? So if 9/20 of the room takes them 1 hour, we want to find the whole room. The whole room is 20 out of 20. So what we do is we find 1 out of 20 first. Now don't be confused by the fractions. 9 out of 20 to get 1 out of 20, just simply divide by 9. Right, divide by 9. Because 9/20 is 9 times of that. Okay, so you divide by 9, you get 1/9 of an hour. You want to find the whole room. Whole room is 20 out of 20 of the room. So here, we times 20. Okay, times 20, you get 20/9 of an hour. We change to mixed number. This is 2 wholes and 2/9 of an hour. Okay, so this is how you do a rate question like that. So if you come across such a question, if you're not sure how to start, just look for the rates first. Usually they're asking about that. And the rate is either like per day, per hour, per minute, per unit time, whatever that is given in the question. 25. Question 25. In 1 minute, machine A can pack 5 boxes of cookies, while B can pack 2 boxes of cookies. Both started packing at 12:50 a.m. At what time will both pack 175 boxes of cookies in total? Leave your answer in 24-hour clock. Okay, so let's write down in 1 minute first. A in 1 minute, 5 boxes. B in 1 minute, 2 boxes. Both machines started packing at 12:50 a.m. So you are supposed to combine them. So both A and B in 1 minute is 5 plus 2. 7 boxes will be packed in 1 minute. You have 175 boxes to pack. So the time taken would be 175 divided by 7, because 7 is every minute. And you get 25, so 25 minutes. So since they started at 12:50 a.m., let's do a timeline. 25 minutes later, it will be 1:15 a.m. Okay, 12 a.m. is midnight. So this is the midnight. And in 24-hour clock, 1 a.m. 12 a.m. is 0000. So 1 a.m. is 01. Sorry, that's a 1. Okay, 0115. Okay, so 0115. So you need to know your conversion. You may know how to do the steps, but at the end of it, if you can't do your 24-hour clock, then your answer would be wrong.
With this question, a lot of people got wrong. Let me see why. Sam wanted to fill an empty tank measuring 125 centimeter long and 80 centimeter wide with water. So this is just the base. Okay, 125 centimeter is the base length and 80 centimeter is the base width. He turned on tap A first, and after 3 minutes, he turned on tap B. Both taps were turned off at the same time. After 3 minutes, yeah, it's quite obvious. After 3 minutes, you can see the thing just go up. Right? After 3 minutes, go up. Means why? Because two taps are turned on at the same time. Okay. The line graph shows the amount of water in the tank over 10 minutes. Actually, it's not the amount of water. The line graph shows the height. Height. Not the amount. Okay. Amount, I would say is volume, but it's a height. Question description a bit problem. So find the volume of the tank. So the tank, the question says that it's say what? Both taps were turned off at the same time when the tank was filled to the brim. So this is the point where they turn off. And this is, and then you draw this back. Let's see. This 80 and this 100, right? How many intervals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 100 minus 80, you get 20. So the total value here is 20. And there are 4 intervals. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So each interval has a value of 5. Okay? Now, this line, this is where this is 80 plus 1 interval. So it is 80 plus 5, 85, right? So when the water reaches the brim of the tank, the water level is 85. So the volume of the tank will be the base of the tank, 125 multiplied by 80, multiplied by the height of the tank, which is 85. Okay, 80 plus 5. And the answer is 85, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Please write your unit. Do not leave your answer like that. For measurement question, measurement means volume, mass, length. You must indicate your unit. Because if I'm the marker, I'll ask a question that you cannot answer because you're away from me. 850,000, is it ml or liter? If it is liter, you'll be wrong. So you need to indicate the unit. Okay. We remember okay, cubic centimeter ml is the same. They are the same thing. Okay. So for measurement question, indicate the units. I know a lot of you don't write units on. Please write unit, especially measurement question. For example, however, why I highlight measurement question, because measurement question, you put a value inside, it can be anything, right? If in ml or cubic or liters, your answer is a huge lot of difference. 1 liter versus 1 ml is huge lot of difference. So other question, like for example, how many mangoes, how many beets? Okay, you don't write the unit is fine. It's fine. But measurement question, you must write units. Let's look at question number 12B. I'm going to erase, move up, because 12B needs a lot of working. Maybe this one is smaller. Clear this so that I have more space. And move this smaller. Okay, I have more space on the right side. You don't look at the screen. You can look at the screen, but for the question, you look at your paper. Okay. So in 1 minute, how many liters of water flow from tap B? Now, okay, let's look at tap A. Tap A is the first 3 minutes. Right? It's until here. First 3 minutes. Okay, if you were to draw a line from here to here, it is there's 1, 2, 3 intervals. Each interval 5 centimeter, right? Remember I said that we calculated earlier. So for the first 3 minutes, let me use a different color pen. For first 3 minutes, A in 3 minutes. Water from tap A goes into the tank in 3 minutes. It raise the water level to 15 centimeter. All right. Meaning in 1 minute, tap A raise the water level by 15 centimeter divided by 3. 5 centimeter. Notice I put the unit, You notice I put a unit, right? Okay, you see how I do it. I put a unit and make sure everything is in units. Now, next. The question says that from the 3 minutes onwards, 2 taps will be flowing into the tank. And it continues from the 3rd minute or 3 minutes all the way to the 8th minute. So 2 taps have been flowing for how long? 8 minus 3 have been flowing for 5 minutes together. So I can say A plus B for 5 minutes, right? It raised the water level by how much? Over here, we calculated here is how much? This is 80, this was 85, right? And this is 15. So for 5 minutes, A and B raise the water level by 85 minus 15, 70 centimeter. Okay? In 1 minute, always do this. This is a standard thing you do. 1 minute, you get a meter mark. 70 centimeter divided by 5. You get 14 minutes. It's not 14 centimeter. So every minute, A and B raise the water level by 14 centimeter. We know earlier that every minute, A raise the water by 5 centimeter. Therefore, if I use 14 centimeter minus 5 centimeter, I get 9 centimeter. This 9 centimeter is caused by A. So every minute, or caused by B, caused by B. So this is B. This is B. So every minute, B causes the water level to rise by 9 centimeter. A causes the water level to rise by 5 centimeter. Together, they causes the water level to rise by 14 centimeter every minute. Okay, so this is B. 9 centimeter is B. The question is, how many liters of water flow from tap B? So we know tap B only started from the 3rd minute, right? Wait, 125. In 1 minute, how many waters flow from tap? In 1 minute, how many? We got it. What? In 1 minute, how much water? Okay, so in 1 minute, how much water? So this is only the water level. So we need to multiply by the base area, right? So its base area is 125 length times 80 times 9. That's the water level that that rise in 1 minute. So answer is 9,000. So this cm, 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 cm cube. Okay. Answer is 90,000 cm cube. The question was in liter? No. Oh, how many liters? So convert to liters. So it's 90 liters. Be very careful when you're doing measurement question. All right. Units is very important. Are they asking your answer to be in liters or in cubic centimeter? Check. Okay, question number. Any question? If not, we'll go on to question number 13. Question 13 is also quite an easy question. No? You can do, we have done a lot of this kind of question 13. We teach you how to record them. And okay, so pay attention. Quite a lot of people got question 14 wrong. A rectangular tank was completely filled with water. Adam turned on tap D first. Water started flowing out from the tank through tap D. So this is a tank, and there's a tap D. Okay, completely filled. So this completely filled water. Okay. Water started flowing out from the tank to tap D. After 8 minutes, it turned on tap E, which adds water. So there must be a tap E that adds water. And both taps were turned off at the same time when the rectangular tank was empty. So this is the point where they turn off. Okay, this is the point where tap E comes in. Okay, this is the point where tap D only. All right, tap E plus D. Okay. Any question? You must understand what this question is talking about first. So the first 8 minutes, only tap D. All right. Let's read. After tap D was turned on for 8 minutes, what fraction of the tank was filled with water? So the tank was here, right? Then after 8 minutes, it become here. If you do check your markings carefully, this is 18. All right, don't see wrong here. It's 18. So at this point, it's 18. Okay, this is 58. Okay, this is 58. So at 18, 8 minutes, at 8 minutes, after 8 minutes, the water level reached 18. And it was originally 58. Volume water 58. So what fraction of the tank was filled with water? So it's 18 divided by 58, 9/29. So that's the fraction. Okay. I'm going to use my right side to write, because okay, so right side I'm going to do here, okay? So in 1 minute, how many liters of water was added to tap E? So they are asking you what is the rate, which is liter per minute, okay? That is pouring out from tap E into the tank. So let's find out what's the rate of tap D. Let's find out what's the rate of tap D. Okay. Now we know that for 8 minutes, tap D volume water from the tap D drains out how much water? From 58 to 18. It drains out 40 liters of water. Okay. And in 1 minute, that will be the rate of tap D. It will drain out 40 divided by 8. It will drain out 5 liters per minute. So this is tap D's rate, 5 liters per minute. All right. Now, let's find out tap E's rate. We know that tap E only starts at 8 minutes, at the 8-minute point, right? And then stops at the 20 minutes. So in other words, tap E has been turned on for how long? 20 minus 8. Tap E has turned on for 12 minutes. Okay, during these 12 minutes, tap D, donkey is still turned on. Okay, so there are water flowing into the tank from E, and there's water draining out from the tank from D. For 12 minutes, the whole tank become empty. Okay, so how much water was drained out during that 12 minutes? During the 12 minutes, tap D and E drain out how much water? Drain out 20 minus 8, okay? Sorry, not 20 minus 8. 18 ml, drain out 18 ml. 20 minus 8 is the time. During that 12 minutes, 18 liters of water has been drained out. Okay? From here. 18 liters of water has been drained out. So in 12 minutes, 18 liters of water is drained out. So in 1 minute, how much water has been drained out? 18 divided by 12. .5 liters of water has been drained out. Okay. So how much water was pouring into the tank during that period? It will be 5 liters minus 1.5 liters per minute, and you get 3.5 liters per minute. I shouldn't use the word liter. I should just do this, okay? So if the net effect is 1.5 liters has been drained out, and you have 5 liters being drained out all the time during that 12 minutes by D, it will mean that 3.5 liters of water is being pouring every minute by E. So the answer is, for 1 minute, how many liters of water was added into tap E? 3.5, added by tap E, 3.5 liters. Or you don't write 3.5 liters per minute, just write 3.5 liters will do. Any question? Any question? Is there any area you want me to repeat? All good? Okay. A tank was 1/15 filled with water. After tap A was turned on for 12 minutes, tap B was also turned on. After another 16 minutes, both tap A and B was turned off at the same time. The line graph shows the volume water in the tank over 28 minutes. Okay, let's do this. Okay. So what was the volume of the tank? So let's read the graphs. Every interval is actually, there's 5 intervals here. So every interval will be 4. Okay, one interval is 4. Four liters. Okay, one interval. Now, what was the volume of the tank? You'll notice that it begins with 1/15 filled, and 1/15 is 20 liters. The tank will have 15 parts, 15/15. So the volume of the tank will be 20 liters multiplied, which is 1/15, multiplied by 15, you get the entire tank. 300 liters. So that's the answer for part A. Part B, how many liters of water flowed from tap A in 12 minutes? So 12 minutes is from here all the way to here. So if you look at 12 minutes, if you extend this point to left, it is 80. So 80 minus what they started with, 20, 60. So answer is 60 liters. Next. In 1 minute, how many liters of water flowed from tap B? Okay. So in 1 minute, how many liters of water flowed from tap B? Okay, let's do it here. This working is a bit long. Let's do it on this side. So from 0 to 4, from 0 to 4, the amount of water flowed from tap A is 40 minus 20 liters is 20 liters. So per minute, the water flowing from tap A, so I call it rate of A, will be 20 liters divided by 4 minutes. And then you get 5 liters per minute. Okay. From 12 to 28, and these are our color pen. From 12 to 28, 60 minutes has passed. In that 60 minutes, how much water came from A? It will be 16 multiplied by the rate, 5 liters. 80 liters. All right. Now, so between 12 to 28 minutes, 80 liters of water flowed from tap A. If you look at the graph, from the 12 to the 28 minute, the total volume water that goes in from both taps is from 80 all the way to here. This is, if you pull the numbers, the stretch to the all the way to the left, to look at the scale is 208. So the amount of water that goes in from both taps, that flows out from both taps, will be 208 liters minus 80 liters. The 80 liters, we're talking about this 80 liters, huh? And this 208, huh? The difference is 128 liters. So from 12 to 28, 128 liters of water flows from both taps during this period of time. And during this period of time, if I minus away the water that flows from tap A, which I've calculated earlier, which is 80 liters, we have 48 liters. So this 48 liters is the amount of water flow from tap B. And over a period of 16 minutes. 16 minutes, yeah. So divide by 16, I get 3 liters per minute. So answer to part C, in 1 minute, how many liters water flowed from tap B? Answer is 3 liters. Okay, let's look at question number 12. Next question. Question 11. At first, a tank was filled with some water. Tap A was turned on. So there's already water in the tank. That's why at time zero, there's water here. 10 liters of water. Okay. Tap A was turned on for more water to flow into the tank. So there's a tap A. And tap B was turned on for water to flow out. So there's tap B. And both taps were turned off at the same time when the tank was completely filled. So when the tank was completely filled, it turned it off. The graph below shows the amount of water in the tank after 18 minutes. So this is 18 minutes. The graph below shows the amount of water in the tank over the 18 minutes. Okay. So now let's do this question. So this is how much? This is 50, this is 55, right? Mark it, huh? This is 25. Mark it. Any more things to mark? That's all. So take note, I always do marking on the graphs, right? Like the earlier bar chart, I also mark it up before I attempt the question. So make it a habit. What fraction of the tank was filled with water at first before tap A was turned on? So at first, the tank has 10 liters of water. Fraction of the tank means the capacity of the tank, which is 55. Right? That's where it cannot go further up. It cannot go more. It stops here. Means that is the capacity. Okay. And also the question says that it stops when it's completely filled. So this is also, that's the point where it's completely filled, which is the capacity of the tank. So simplify, you get 2 out of 11. So answer for A is 2 out of 11. Part B, how many liters of water flowed into the tank per minute before tap B was turned on? So we're talking about this area, this part only. This part only, okay? So during this part, the time is 4 minutes, right? From 0 to 4. So the water has been flowing from tap A into the tank for 4 minutes. Okay. So how much water goes in the tank for 4 minutes? It goes from 10 liters to 25 liters. So during the 4 minutes, 15 liters have flowed into the tank, and it's all from tap A. So the rate of tap A will be volume of water divided by time. And you get 3.75. So answer for part B is 3.75 liters per minute. Okay. Now part B, from the 4th minute to the 14th minute. So from here to here, how many minutes have passed? 14 minus 4, 10 minutes has passed. Okay. How much water flow out of the tank? Okay. From the 4th to the 14 minutes. During this time, tap A is still turned on. In that 10 minutes, how much water flow into the tank from tap A? We calculated earlier that every minute tap A flows in 3.75. For 10 minutes, tap A would have flowed in 3.75 liters multiplied by 10, 37.5 liters of water goes into a tank from tap A. But from 55 to 25, to 25 to 55, from 25 to 55, there's a change of 30 liters, which is less than 37.5. Why? Because 37.5, there's a missing, how much? 7.5 liters. That 7.5 liters must be a result of tap B draining out the water over that 10 minutes. All right? If there's no tap B, there will be additional 37.5 liters of water. But because there's a tap B draining out the water level only rises from 25 to 55, which is 30 liters. So there's 7.5 liters missing. And the 7.5 liters is the amount of water flow out of the tank. So answer is 7.5 liters. Any question? Okay, let's continue with question number 12.
Question 3. Kenny took 3 hours to paint 3 bedrooms. He took the same amount of time to paint the first 2 bedrooms. He took 15 minutes longer to paint the third bedroom than the first. How many minutes did he take to paint the third bedroom? Okay, so same amount of time for the first 2, but 15 more minutes for the third one. So if I were to draw a model, it will look something like that. First and second, same amount of time, but for the third one, it's an extra of 15 minutes. And the total time taken to paint all 3 bedrooms is 3 hours, and 3 hours is 180 minutes. So we are supposed to find the third bedroom, which is 1 unit and 15. So first 180, 3 units. 180 minus 15. 165. Then we take, to find 1 unit, 165 divided by 3. 55. So to find the third bedroom, 55 plus 15. 70 minutes.